Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to the next part in our Decisive campaign's Barbarossa battle. So we're, of course, going to continue moving forward with our armies, and actually it was suggested by Alka Influence that we should go ahead and try to drop one of these artilleries, AGN I believe he called it, and this would allocate certain artillery assets to our theater of war, and we should probably put it near Riga, but it says here we can't play card. We need to find out why that is. We could play it up here, though, and I guess we'll play it here. Theater-based artillery assets will move into position to provide broad, direct fire support to all divisions under the command of 18th Army HQ. Alright, awesome. And I actually want to see siege artillery. I want to see if we could actually drop this anywhere, especially down south here. Once again, it looks like can't play cards, so maybe we can only play one a turn, and we run out of command points for it. I'm not really sure. We'll go ahead and let Alka Influence answer that, because he's usually pretty good at answering our questions. Now, indirectly here, I somehow, oh, how did I do that? I wish I had seen that, because that actually showed us the supply layer, which was kind of cool. Nonetheless, let's get rid of this card, and let's actually take a look at what else we could do here. That the Einsatzgruppe has been ordered to convert the maximum amount of Soviet rail to standard gauge in the shortest possible time. This is all well and good, but it ignores a fundamental issue, namely rail infrastructure. Without taking time to convert the rail links that feed into workshops, engine sheds, coal loading station, and passing bays, the rail network won't be able to function at optimum levels. These are all necessary components of a well-rounded rail system. So, we're going to see. We'll put things back together using the infrastructure. It's going to cost 8 PP. But we've got 87 political points, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and this is going to assist the Einsatzgruppe, the SS in this case, and in terms of poor cooperation, this is probably something we also need to go ahead and deal with. Let's insist, or let's order Gurkha to properly guard the trains. This is probably going to make Gurkha a little pissed at us, but you know what? We can deal with it. Let's get out of here and get back to the actual fight. So we need to keep continuing, guys. We're so close to Minsk. I feel like we are nearly there, and I'm going to go ahead, start moving forward. As you can see, it's definitely being defended. This is probably one of the best cities or strongest cities we've ever come across so far in this campaign. We really do need to be careful taking it. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of defenders here. But first things first, I want to make sure this general is in a good position. There we go. That's a lot better. And we did get our guys out of those unmarked spots that they shouldn't have been in. So we could also hit this guy for quite a lot of damage, especially if I bring the infantry in. But let's get into Vilnius. And I'm actually going to move in with some of our infantry here to cut off the rail lines to the north of these guys. We'll move in even a little bit more and really get up there on the enemy. And I hope we have enough action points to do some serious damage. Forward, men. Let's also get this guy in here, an SS group. And of course, this tank looks finished. I'll go ahead and select the list, but I'm pretty sure all we need to kill him is one tank unit. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Attack. Beautiful. Broke him with one unit. That's it. And we can keep moving forward. And hopefully we can still have enough attack points to continue the attack against this general right here. That's what I really want to hit. Let's see. Alright, actually, I'm also a little concerned about this guy. So let's see if we can attack this particular unit right here. This tank unit. 3 tank units, in fact, with an SS infantry division and a tank division. Let's see how we'd actually do here, guys. What do you guys think? We will soon see. 3 tanks is pretty serious, but we actually managed to make them retreat, and SS infantry plus tank division is a good combination. It's going to work out pretty well for us. So here we go. Actually, we're attacking Colonel General Pavlov, and we're going to go ahead, try to select everybody, and see if we can't crush Pavlov. Not bad, not bad at all. It's going to make an awful Pavlov's dog pun, but you know what? You guys have had for enough of shitty puns for this week. I did it in my last video. I'm not going to do it again. Let's keep moving forward. And here we go. Here we go. Still putting pressure here on the enemy. And if we're not in Kiev this turn, we'll almost certainly be there next turn. We've got a lot of movement here. We've got a lot of movement. We've got to continue moving forward, and we've got to make sure that these generals are close to the men so that they can provide some much-needed reinforcements. And I don't know if we're doing that right now. So we need to continue to see if we can still attack the enemy. I'm going to go ahead and move this SS division here, see if we can't hit this. Wow, that's a massive amount of units. Look at that, guys. The target hex is full of ripe enemy units. A bit weird there, if you ask me. And let's go ahead and see if we can do something to this unit right here. we will try to attack. Now, this is an army HQ. There are several army HQs here. So we're going to attack it with everything, and hopefully we'll get a nice result. Come on! Well, those generals really want to retreat, but can't seem to destroy them. That's okay. The fact is, we've definitely damaged them. I'm going to see what else we could do here. I think these guys are going to be focusing on going to the north. We just don't want to get them out of this particular hex, this general hex. You will be crushed. Throw in some infantry too and totally finish off this tank division. Nice, look at that. One more attack and he's absolutely finished there. But I do want to get up there on the border if I can, despite this being a swampy hellhole. Let's see if we can hit him one more time. Fortunately not. Just not enough action points. And actually a lot of his generals are there as well. So we're going to have to go there a little bit later, probably next turn. Alright, we're going to continue to go towards Vilnius, or actually not Vilnius, excuse me, Riga. And hopefully this will work out well. I really like this view, by the way, being able to get really up close and personal. We'll eventually back out of this, but for now I actually really enjoy this particular view. Just to see the attack here towards Riga. So we're going to be taking this Panzer Division. We're going to try to save that other Panzer Division. I don't know if it's possible, but we're going to do everything we can to save it. And this motorized division can also go north a little bit. And look at that, the Totenkopf SS looks amazing. I'm going to move him here as well. And hopefully these two units can work in unison to attack. This motorized division. Put another infantry division here. Let's see what we can do. Nice. I'm going to send in the SS Motor Division Totenkopf, and we will save a tank and an infantry unit, hopefully to attack the enemy in other locations here along the line. But really, we want to try to break through to our tank divisions there on the other side. And that might not be possible. Not bad, not bad. Keep it up. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, guys. So they have retreated, but you can see that the Soviets are definitely being a lot more, I guess you could say, defensive on this line. They're putting up a very good fight. And I'm not going to stop moving, of course. I'm going to move these generals up as well. We're so close to getting Riga, and apparently if we take Riga, we totally cut off a very large portion of the Soviet railway, and consequently cut off a large portion of their troops. So this would be a huge plus, huge bonus. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can attack, but I think we're out of action points. No, we're not. There we go. Our infantry are ready, more than ready to attack here. Beautiful. Looks like the enemy managed to actually stay put because we ran out of action points, but maybe next time they won't be so lucky. Wunderbar. I don't like that von Brauchwitz doesn't like us right now, but we'll just have to deal with it, unfortunately. Okay, let's back out a little bit. Not that much. And we still have some attacks going on here. I mean, we just got so much going on. And I think we might have to go ahead and spin north. Although if we keep going south, we're going to hit Kiev. If we keep going north to northeast, we're going to go towards Moscow. And somehow that feels like a lot more important. But, let's be honest, we have enough army, we have enough military here attacking Kiev. I think we could probably take this tank and, well, just continue going forward. Why the hell not? We need to bring the general up to be able to give this tank some much-needed support. But let's see if we can actually get to Gamel. And there's actually a general here in Gamel holding out, and possibly a garrison. Now, I can't attack because we're out of action points, but this definitely shows that the enemy is still here in Gamel, and if we could cut south towards Kiev, that would be amazing. We actually have to keep these soldiers on this particular line, so I'm going to send them towards the Moscow front, I like to call it. Let's go ahead and move towards the Moscow front. And of course find that damn general, because moving through these swamplands is torture on these soldiers. They hate moving through territory like this. Just imagine moving through Russian swamplands. It's not pretty, it's not fun, there's nothing good about it. And one thing I don't like is I can't see the damn general here. Unless these guys work independently, which is possible, I guess. There we go. The general is here. So I'm going to move him back just a little bit. He's actually providing reinforcements to a lot of different troops. And the general here is Guderian, Hans Guderian. Yes, a very, 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 very important general. So we're going to keep attacking towards Kiev, guys. That's all we can do. And I'm going to get up close and personal here. Going to get some of those panzers up as well. At this point, I want to utterly annihilate the enemy. Some Hungarian, some Slovenian troops as well. Or Slovakian, excuse me. Let's hit the infantry unit right here. And we're not going to be moving anymore because we're out of action points, so we might as well go ahead and attack with everything. Beautiful. You are learning well, mine men. Mine allies, I guess, yeah? Alright, so there's a tremendous amount of Russians here. But we only got one guy in the stack, and it's a Hungarian mountain division. So he's not going to do very well against that unit. So we're going to keep him back. What I might do is send in one of my tanks here and see if I can't assist in the attack here. I'm actually going to take this tank as well. And let's see if this increases our odds just a little bit. Yes, I think it will. See how we do against a tremendous amount of Soviet defenders. For Deutschland! Not bad. We got them all to retreat and damaged them pretty badly, although we had our own losses as well. The Soviets are certainly starting to put up a fight. Each day that goes by, they're a little more prepared, and that's something we need to keep in mind and be very, very aware of. Now, I'm actually going to send our Hungarians in here, but I'll send them in with our German infantry as well, and we will send them in force, but I want to see if we can hopefully get a few more attacks out of these guys. There we go. Retreat. And we're going to keep moving forward. That's the name of the game right now, is just continue the assault forward and hopefully take out some more enemies. We also need to make sure that our supply is doing all right. And there's a combination of different ways to improve that. One of the ways that we can improve that is to get good relations with our supply general. I'm going to take a look and see who he is, but that's definitely something we need to consider, because right now, I'm just not very happy with our supply. I'd like to improve it even more. Alright, these guys can basically be our rear guard for now. Lucky bastards. Let's see if we can't get another attack here. We certainly can. And we're going to attack with everything. Forward, men! Beautiful! We broke one of the enemy units. The other one is still in the battle, but we'll be able to break them pretty soon. And actually, it's actually a garrison unit, I believe. Let's go ahead and see if we can attack these guys. We certainly can. And there's already a broken unit in there. I think we can finish them off for good. Alright, maybe not enough AP to finish off that attack. Over here, though, we should have some tanks. Just an infantry division. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can improve the odds here just a little bit. Don't forget, guys, that this series takes quite a while to make. So if you can, please do put a like down below. It really does help us. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, I'll do this actually. Despite the fact he has a tank, I don't think this tank is in very good condition. Our tank division. I think we've destroyed most of them, and a lot of them are out of fuel or ammo. And sure enough, we broke a tank and an infantry division, guys, and forced another one to retreat with just 2 infantry divisions. Those guys deserve a medal. That's really, really good work. Okay, now we go down south. Of course, this is an area I hate to deal with, where our Romanians are fighting, and they don't really, I mean, they're very brave fighters, as many of my users have told me, but they're not doing very well here against the Russians. So I'm actually going to attack in force here, and I think this could work, because we're sending a tremendous amount of Romanians to attack their armored division. Let's see. And actually, we did manage to make them retreat. Great job there. And we just need to keep this up. I want to move into this town and make sure the enemy does not take it, no matter what. As long as we're a thorn in the enemy's side, it's really going to help us. And actually, somebody suggested we also try to attack on our Finnish front. I want to be careful, though. I think I'm pretty happy with just holding there as much as possible. Not really necessarily interested in attacking. Actually, we could have taken that rail yard that turn. I'm playing it a little safer. Wow, I really like these tiles. If this was a board game, I could actually see myself buying it. Getting towards Odessa, guys, and I know Odessa has oil fields. So I wonder if we take Odessa, if that's going to help us in this war. I really hope it does. It might give some oil to our men. They desperately need the oil. And there we go. We did manage to take the rail yard, but I don't think we can attack the enemy here. We just can't. Don't have enough points to really do that. But let's grab our general and move him up. He's doing a great job. General von Schobert. Hello, Von Schobert. Alright. I think we've done everything we can. Could probably still hit the enemy over here a little bit. Nope. Not at all. Okay, we've got one army here, but these guys are going right through the swamps. And I'm not even sure this is a really good place for them to be. We might actually head south a little bit and assist in the capture of Kiev. Or I might just keep attacking from the north and get lucky and stumble upon Kiev with few, if any, defenders. Let's go for that route, and we've even got our Hungarian cavalry divisions. I'm going to actually send them through the lines to cut off the enemy. Like, remember, more of the enemy being cut off is good for me, and if we could cut off the rail line from Zhytomyr, I think we're going to severely damage the enemy troops. Let's go ahead. We attack you with 4! You are dead, Ruski. Oh, yes. Absolutely awesome. He did retreat. It actually wasn't as devastating as I expected it to be, but he got the message. Get our general here in Kaunas. And we've got a SS Polizei division. Wow. Vicious guys, of course. I'm going to keep moving forward. And I'm actually going to see if I can attack this unit here. I think we're out of attacks. Nope. We've got one more attack, guys. And we have a tank helping us. So this is exciting. Let's see if we can do some serious damage. Actually, that was very disappointing. It's one of the few times we retreated. Our tank actually pulled out there. So this attack for the north in Riga is going to be a tough fight, I think. And there's also an enemy tank right in front of us. I want to be very careful dealing with that guy. Wow. The enemy is finally consolidating, guys, so we need to be careful. They're starting to get a few more men than we expected they would ever have. I don't need the extra artillery. Could actually rest and refit one of these armies, but we don't need to rest and refit yet. It's just good to know that we have that option. And let's see if we could resupply. Do an emergency ammo drop. I don't mind if I do. No, we definitely can't play it here. Have to be on one of the general units. So we can't play the card now, but it's cool to see that we have these options. I think we have to get a few more assault points. Look at that. We should definitely take back that area there. Kind of annoying. Let's cancel, and we will end our turn, guys. Let's hope we've made the right decisions here. Yeah, follow that. I can't wait to see what Ivan does. This could be the end of us. Don't forget, guys, to also put down what you think we should do down below in the comments. Obviously, it's totally up to you guys how this campaign goes, so if you can give me some good advice and good points, good suggestions, we're going to do a lot better. Already, Alka has given me some really good ones, and I hope you guys can continue that. Okay, they're definitely much stronger there in the north, without a doubt, by Riga. I think that might be their strongest point. They're even stronger there than they are in the center. And if we can break through that center, they're going to be in trouble, but losing Kiev is not the end of the war. Losing Moscow might be. Okay, if they start pushing on that Finnish front, I will start attacking. But for now, I'm going to be a little more careful. Reinforcing the Kiev front. You will never win, you Bolshevik dogs. It is our war to win. We've got to get there, guys. We're so close to Smolensk, Orsha, Polotsk, Vitebsk. Once we take that, we are only days away from Moscow, but we need to get there first. I mean, it's really cool to say we're there or that we want to get there, but until we're actually in Moscow, it's all talk. It doesn't matter. It might look close, but it's really not that close, especially considering that weather's rolling in, the fact that the enemy is going to start putting up a pretty good fight here, and the fact that we have to walk through swamps, muddy lanes, dangerous flooded roads. This is just not a great setting for an advance or for a blitz, but we're trying to make it work. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and start our turn. Okay, Hardy reports EGS ground forces improved by allocation of prime movers. Nice, but they have no supply comms. Good results against pillboxes, also successful in air defense. Okay, we're going to press any key. And so far, we have not had any issues. If there's one thing that worries Gilfried or Dietrich more than Russians, it's the possibility of being poisoned. Given the quality of the rations we are given, it's a distinct possibility. Damn. Gilfried or Dietrich insists that we should all take turns at being the official food taster, as our superiors are due to ensure his well-being. Unbelievable. So we're getting some pretty poor supply to our men, but hopefully that will end because we're going to crush the enemy and end this once and for all and win, of course. That's the hope. And look at this, guys. There's Moscow right there, the capital of the USSR. And we're almost there. I mean, if you look at it, we are very close. Riga is right here, basically one tile away, but we've really got to push here to get the enemy out. And this is an area where they are defending extremely well. I don't know how it's going to work, but we've got to try to cut through here, maybe through this area right here in Jacobstadt, cut through and cut the rail line. So we just got to do something because it's not looking very good for us. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and have an awesome, awesome day. Oh, that tank's in trouble.